Welcome back into Main Street Living. Now, guys, this year has taken a toll on all of us, and I think we're just trying to find little ways that we can start to heal, right?
I know we're doing so much reflecting, businesses, time spent with family and friends, and more than 500,000 lives have been lost due to COVID-19. Our next guest wanted to find a way to provide sympathy and healing for those impacted by COVID and is doing it in a beautiful and unique way. So please welcome to the show from the Floral Heart Project, Kristina Libby. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Kristina.
Hi. So I love that you are doing this to honor people, and this is tough. So explain to us, what exactly is the Floral Heart Project, and how did you come up with the idea?
So the Floral Heart Project started because I was sad. I wanted to do something to recognize the lives that we lost, and I really wanted to do something that wasn't political, but was more just about the sort of really intense grief that people were experiencing and going through. So I started it out just as something I wanted to do in Brooklyn, in my community. I went and made a floral heart garland, and a floral garland, they went in and laid it by the Brooklyn Bridge. And the project has just grown from there. So it was this one idea, and then the very first one that I laid, as I walked away, I turned and I saw a runner run by, stop, come back, and then kneel in front of the heart. And I thought, oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted people to have a place to stop, to sort of just have a moment for what was happening, and then to go on with their lives. And so I just started making more and more of them. And eventually, over time, I actually reached out to 1-800-Flowers, who came on board. Has been a really huge part of bringing this project to life, and they have donated flowers and time and energy into really formalizing it as a project. And from there, it's continued to grow. We did a heart in Times Square and one in Bryant Park, and then we actually were able to bring the whole project national on a few times before, but really all collectively on March 1st, where we laid over almost 150 hearts across the U.S. with hundreds of volunteers. And this was really a coordinated effort to start to mark a national day of COVID memorial. But more than anything, it's an experience for people to be able to do something, to recognize what has happened, but also to do something that is beautiful, that is focused on the loss of the community, that is really focused on this idea of healing. I had someone reach out to me last week and say that the project was the first positive memory she had of losing her dad, and a chance to connect with others and really come together. And so this is what it is about. It is this idea that we can bring a visual symbol to a community that creates a safe space for mourning, for remembrance, but also a way to gather appropriately and socially distanced, to just reflect on what's happened and to start to think about how we move forward. And so, and since that day, more and more hearts have been laid every day, and I'm working to just continue to grow this so that we can have sort of a beautiful way to remember the people that we have loved and lost.
You truly are an angel.
Yeah, and you were talking about connecting with so many people. How do you explain, Kristina, the hearts to people passing by, or do people just intuitively understand what's going on?
So I first did it anonymously because I was worried that it was illegal and I was going to get arrested for like littering in the streets or something like that. And people just sort of intuitively got that it was a memorial, right? I think, going back to 32,000 BC, we've had flower burial memorials. And so it's a really common sort of part of our society. But more so, it's such an act of love. Like, that's what it is for me. It is just way of taking all of this grief I have for everything we've lost and pouring that love that has no destination into our community. So for people, it becomes, people, I think, understand that intuitively. As it's grown, we sort of create a sign and we have a hashtag, and I often, hashtag in chalk in places where there isn't a sign so people can follow. And now when you follow the hashtag, you see all of these hearts in different places and all of these artists and COVID lost community members and florists just interpreting this in their own way. And that is the part of this that's so exciting is, I have a way that I do it that I think is beautiful, that is sort of like my method. And then it's something that anyone can interpret. So, there have been school children who've made floral hearts on paper plates. There have been, extremely established florists who have made 16-foot hearts in Wisconsin and in Portland. And so you could just sort of run the gamut of what it is. It's a symbol that anyone can use. And I
like it.
Yeah, I think we can kind of come to understand that, right? That it's sort of a new visual symbol for our loss.
And this is something that brings people together, which is what this country needs so much of right now. And honestly, it sounds like that's what your goal is, to help people heal, to bring people together, to connect them. And where can people go to learn more about what you're doing?
You can just go to thefloralheartproject.com or follow me on Instagram.
Bless you. Bless you. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and your information is right there for the folks to see. We certainly appreciate what you're doing for us there, Kristen.
Let's hope it catches on and more people do it. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Well, Cheryl, on one hand, we have good people like Kristina, that's mending many hearts. And then there's March Madness, where many hearts are left broken. Wow. Up next, we're talking March Madness, Final Four possibilities, and bracket busters. So stay tuned.
Let's do it.